so that we start.
Let's bow our heads for a word of prayer. Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the gift of life. We ask you to help us to understand our teacher and give us knowledge and understanding as we start our lesson. Also help our teacher not to have mental problems for us, and in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that prayer. So this maths paper was not done well. And I wanted everybody, I don't know why people are still sleeping. We started early because we have Kiswahili at 11. And I hope that all of you will also attend, because maths and Kiswahili were the most poorest. They were not done well. So I want us to go through these questions slowly by slowly, then see why people failed the most failed questions. Then if you have a question again, you'll be able to also to ask after we are finished with the most failed. So the first most failed question, somebody to type them so that we get them in the chat. Number 17, somebody to type. 17, 20. Maxline, are you typing? Maxline, Malina,
yes.
type 17, 20, 23, 26, 33, 34, 37, 41, 48, 50. Post them there in the chat. So we are starting with 17, Sonia. Now, I will expand a bit. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for that. So number 17. If you know you failed question number 17, can you read it? If you are here and you failed this question number 17, can you read it? All of you got it? Can you unmute and read question number 17 if you are among the people who failed it? Yeah. All of us got it. Yeah. Victor, can you read? Maxine, read.
Eliud bought the following items from a shop: a 2 kg packet of maize at 110 shillings, 2.5 liters of milk for 200 shillings, a half kilogram cooking fat at 130 shillings per kilogram, 4 match boxes for 5 shillings per matchbox. How much balance did he get from 1,000 shilling note?
Very good. Thank you very much. Now, this question or bill is always very, very important because it comes in exam every time. Even in class 8, you are still going to get bill. But there are two main things, in fact, three main things that you need to know. Number one, when we are using the word at, it means each item bought. So if we are saying 2 kilogram packet maize flour, no, not that one, we're coming for that. Let me see. A half kilogram cooking fat at 130 per kg. So the word at means each item bought. So if you are writing, you write that. Then the word for in a bill mean all the items that were bought at that particular statement are costing that. The word for means all item bought. The word each mean one each item bought. Then there is another thing that you need also to know. When we are talking about a packet or a tin, so you have to be very, very keen there. Like here, a 2 kilogram packet of maize, it means the packet, that packet that it is written 2 kg. If you go to this market, you'll find it is written 2 kg. That 2 kg packet is what is being sold at 110. So make sure you're very, very keen with at, for, and packet or tin. Be very, very keen with that. And now, when you are asked the balance, you first of all get the total amount of money that is spent. Then subtract from the amount of money that you have, then you get the balance. If you have understood what I've said, all of them, say yes in the chat. If you have understood everything that I've said about bills, say yes in the chat. Because I don't just want to move. I want to move when all of you are understanding what we are talking about. I am. To answer Sasa, let's now start. They have seen yes in the chat. That's okay. Now that we have understood, a 2 kilogram packet of maize flour at 110. What is the total amount? You can unmute and say. What is the total amount for the statement number 1? A 2 kilogram packet of maize flour at 110. What is the total amount for that statement number 1? You can unmute and talk. Can unmute and tell us. Unmute and say. You people, do you know how to unmute? Because nobody is talking here. Let us talk together so that we get what we are talking about. Maxine.
110.
A 2 kilogram packet of maize flour at 110, answer? 110, yes, because we don't multiply by 2. 2.5 kilogram of milk for 200. What do we write?
200.
And how people are writing? What do we write, Sonia?
200.
200, correct.
200.
Very good. Thank you very much. Very good. A half kilogram cooking fat at 130 per kg. What do we write? What do we write? Unmute and talk. Unmute. We have Catherine, we have Grace, we have Gladys, we have
65.
Victor, we have Akiba, we have Rachel. 65, because we just take a half times 130. Those who are doing a half times 130, you'll get 65. 4 matchbox for 5 per matchbox. How much do we write? 4 matchbox.
20.
For 5 per matchbox. 20. So can you add now? Add all of them and tell me what is the total. So you get the total first. Okay, Rachel is now trying to talk. You can unmute and talk. Total. We have said 110 plus 200 plus 65 plus 20. What do you get as the total? What do you get as the total? What do you get as the total? Tell us in the chat. Tell us. You can unmute and talk. What are you getting? 395. So somebody has gotten 395. Is it the correct one?
Yes.
Also 395. So 395 minus 1,000. You are supposed to get 605, and that is choice A as the correct answer. So we minus because we are looking for a balance. How much balance did he get from 1,000 note? So take 1,000 note minus 395, you'll get choice A. And I don't know why people are getting C. Some people are getting 445. I don't know why. You'll tell us. If you fail that question, can you tell us what did you get? Learn to speak. Somebody who failed? Hey, nobody want to talk. Hey, thank you, Sonia. Sonia, you failed?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the 2 kg packet of
What did you
maize
do?
flour, I multiply it by 2.
Now you have understood that you are not supposed to multiply by 2, eh?
Yes.
Thank you very much. At least now, this morning, you have learned something. That's okay. Thank you very much, Sonia. Another person who failed? Please make sure you say your problem so that we will be able to help you. So that next exam that we are doing on Monday, you are not able to fail any question on bill, because I've told you bill is even in class 8. So if you go to class 8, you're still going to find questions on bill. Any question? We don't have. Sonia, we move to number 20. And I would like most of you to put their videos on. This one we talked about, so I want somebody to explain it. Who understood it last weekend can unmute and guide us on how to do question number 20. Last weekend we did this question. We did it. So I want to see who was able to understand and can guide us on what to do. I will help you. I will help you, please. If you are in the last weekend lesson, we talk about construction. So you can summarize what we talked about and then guide us on how to do this right now, please. Who is that brave girl or boy who want to say how to do number 20? How to do number 20? I'm going to help you where penye utakwama. I'm going to help you penye utakwama.
First, first you get to know what triangle it is.
So the first step is to get which triangle it is. Very good, girl. So how many triangles do we have? Tell us, because there are some people who are not there last time. Sonia?
There are 3. The first one is side angle angle. The second one is side angle. And the third one is
side.
Oh yes. Side,
so those are the type of triangles that we have in the construction. Yes. Thank you very much for remembering. That's good if you are able to remember. So now question number 20 is which type?
Question number 20 is a side angle triangle.
So side angle triangle. So let's paraphrase, because I want to present. Then Tanya will resume presentation later. Let's paraphrase. Construct triangle ABCD. So sketch that triangle ABCD. Everybody sketch it fast. Last time I told you to post your constructions and nobody posted. Does it mean that you are not doing them? Please try to put your video on if you can put them on, so that I see if you want to do this. I want, when I leave here, you have understood something. Even if you have done only 3 questions, but at least you have something. Like now, Sonia is saying she has understood the number 17. I want everybody here, when we are leaving, make sure that you leave with something. Thank you very much, Rachel, for putting your video on. If you can put your video on, put them. So that when I'm talking about construction, I will be able to see you doing construction. I'm waiting for those people who I will be able to put their video on. If your video can't be put on, you tell us in the chat. But if you don't tell us in the chat, we might remove you. Yes. So tell us in the chat if you can't put your video on. We will be able to understand. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Akiba. Thank you, Sonia. You see now the way you're looking nice. And you people, you don't want to put your videos on. The rest, tell us the reason why your videos are not on. If you can't be put on, we are going to excuse you. But if you have just refused to put them on, we might be removing you. Marvin, thank you for telling us that your video can't be put on because it's working. Thank you. Hi, we want to do construction. And I want you to look nice the way you are looking nice. Like Akina Sonia, Akina Paul, Victor, Akina Kiba, Akina Maxlin. Yes, look nice like that. My camera is not working for Michael Mutua. That one we are allowed. If your camera is not working, we allow you to your video to be off, because that one we have no sketched. Triangle ABC, line AB 3 centimeters, right 3 centimeters from line AB 3 centimeters. Then BC 4 centimeters, and then angle ABC 90. ABC 90 degrees. That is the sketch that you should be having. So Sonia, I'm presenting, then you'll resume presentation after I'm done. So, is that okay?
Yes.
Is that okay? Okay. So let me, and you also confirm if you're able to see my screen. So, you're able to see my screen?
Yes.
Sonia? Okay. So we are saying we have triangle ABC. Triangle ABC, where AB 3 centimeters. Then which one? BC is 4 centimeters. Eh? Sonia? BC?
Yes.
Okay. Then which angle is 90 degrees?
ABC.
ABC. So here, that's 90 degrees. That is our sketch. So tell us, you are the person who was doing. So tell us now, how do we start to draw how do we do that kind of a triangle? How do you construct? How do you construct? Sonia, you are the person who was doing. You have told us it is SSA. So how do we construct SSA? Sonia? How do you construct SSA? Umesao? We'll help you.
You start
Just
by
say.
drawing the baseline. The line at the bottom.
Yes. So start by drawing
you start by drawing
now.
the line.
So everybody do that. I don't know why my
Dude, it's
3 centimeters. Is that correct? Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is B. Then next.
Then you measure 4 centimeters
Next.
and draw the line.
No. When we have SSA, we measure the angle first.
Oh, yes.
Sonia? We measure the angle. So everybody use a protractor and measure 90 degrees here. Then draw a line. 90 degrees. Then once you have drawn a line, 4 centimeters, and cut somewhere there. So that's 4 centimeters. I don't know why my mouse is hanging. Then we have to bring this one now, this point here, bring it to, if you have the triangle, say yes in the chat.
Not 11:10.
If you have a triangle, say yes in the chat. Let me check. Say yes in the chat if you have the triangle. Okay. So Amram is having the triangle. Amram is having the triangle. Maxine, Rose, those ones are having the triangle. The rest, let's see if you have the triangle. Yes, now the people are looking very nice. Rose, you are looking very nice. Thank you for putting your video on and you are in the mathematical angle. I like that. Okay, so I think most of us are having triangle. So let's continue. Let's continue now. So now read for us the last part. The last part was saying we do what?
Draw a circle touching points A, B, C.
The last part.
What is it? Draw a circle
Continue.
touching points A, B, and C. What is the radius of the circle?
What do we do? How do we draw a circle passing through point A, B, C? What did I say we do?
You bisect.
You bisect.
You bisect the lines, then you get the radius
You bisect.
of the circle.
Yeah. So we bisect the lines. That's very good. So to draw a circle passing through point A, B, and C, we bisect any two lines, irrespective. You have not been told which line. So, but we always start with line BC. So let's start with the baseline, line AB. So let's start with AB. How do we bisect? Put a pair of compass at A. Put a pair of compass at A. Are you there? Put a pair of compass at A. Extend it more than a half line ABC, somewhere there. Line AB. Put it somewhere there. Do that one very fast. Extend it more than a half. Then now, once you have extended more than a half, draw arcs with it like that. Should be having something like that, both down and up. Should be having something like that. If you have something like that, say yes in the chat. If you have already make an arc like that, say yes. Don't touch your pair of compass, please. Come and put it here at B. Put it here at B. Cut a E line. Cut like that. And then cut like that. I hope you are seeing mine. That's how we bisect a line. Extend more than a half the line. Make two arcs, both up and down. I always just make big arc. Then now I put the other side, then make an arc. If you have bisected your line, A, B, say yes in the chat. If yours look like that one of mine, say yes in the chat. Although mine is not straight, but yours should be straight. Say yes in the chat. Sonia is having. If you have already your triangle look like this one of mine, say yes in the chat. This one of mine. Okay, thank you. I've seen yeses. Now, which line do we bisect again? I just bisect the one that we are given. So bisect BC. So you repeat the same procedure. What you did in AB, you do in BC. So extend more than a half. So let's put our pair of compass at B. Then extend more than a half, maybe somewhere there. Extend more than a half, somewhere there. Make an arc the way we did, both up and down. Both up and down. Make an arc, big arc. Then put at B, at C now. Put your pair of compass at C now. Cut a line, cut a line. So, and then join those points like that. Mine is not straight. Mine is not straight. I hope yours is straight. Mine is not straight. If you have something that look like this one of mine, say yes in the chat again. Then there's a point where they are meeting. You know, mine are meeting in a wrong place because I'm not measuring. Yours might be meeting katikati hapa. I don't know where they are meeting, but put a pair of compass where they are meeting, extend it to point A, where they are meeting, this point of intersection where they are meeting, extend it to point A, and then draw a circle with that. Mine is not okay, but yours should be passing like that. What you are drawing with is what you measure in the ruler, and that is the radius. So I want to see the radius in the chart. I want to see your measurements in the chart. Your radius in the chart. How many centimeters? So write, come on 4, write 4, come on 3, write 3, Come on, 5, write 5 in the chart. I want to see the measurements in the chart. So, nobody has written. The one that you have drawn with, that one is the radius. So now is kuna 2.5, kuna 5, kuna 2.5. I don't know, Paul. Paul, you are getting 2.5. Can you unmute and talk? Paul Victor, can you unmute? Can you unmute and tell us? Because I'm seeing 2.5 might be the correct answer, but I don't know why you are getting 5. Can you talk?
I'm sorry, that was I've written the diameter.
Oh, so you have got a 2.5, then you multiply by 2.
Yes.
Eh?
The 5 I've written.
Okay, that's the diameter.
Radius.
So thank you that now you have. Oh, the radius is 2.5.
Yes.
Paul Victor?
Yes. The 5 I've written is the diameter.
You have gotten 2.5.
Yes, 2.5 as the radius and 5 as the diameter.
Is the diameter. Okay, thank you. Very good. So because next time you might also be asked the diameter. So if you ask the diameter, you multiply what you have gotten by 2 to get the diameter. One, if you have understood how to construct a circle passing through the vertices, say yes in the chat. If you have not understood, say no. I'm waiting before I continue. So I don't expect this. I don't expect you to get this question wrong in exam on what? On Monday. Please. Once you have been taught something, put it into practice so that you know that this is what you are supposed to do. Now that I've seen yeses, I've not seen any no. Sonia will continue now. There's no any no. I'm not seeing any no here. So let's continue. So resume your presentation. We go to question number 24. I think so. 24. I think it's the one. No, not 24. 23. 23. It is 23. 23. I can remember we did this one also. Is that correct? We did this one on last Saturday. Sonia.
Yes.
You are the prefect. Yeah. Somebody, Maxline.
Yes.
Malena.
Yes.
You are there. Can you tell us what did we say about quadrilaterals? We will help you, but tell us what did we say? What did we say about quadrilaterals? Maxline. You can't remember? Eh? Marceline, I'm waiting. Marceline, I'm waiting. Aya, who can remember? Marceline kama kumbuki. Who can remember? Who can remember? What did you say about quadrilaterals? Aya, nobody can remember.
Yeah. Which quadrilateral do you specifically want to clarify?
Just the entire topic of quadrilaterals, the properties. We did them last weekend. Yes. Just pick one. Which one do you know?
Rectangle.
Tell us rectangle.
A rectangle is a quadrilateral. Quadrilaterals are four-sided
Rose.
figures. Yes.
Quadrilaterals are four-sided figures. Thank you very much for that. Continue. Rose, continue surely. You are in a rectangle. A rectangle is this one here. Are you able to see my screen, Rose?
Yeah.
Rose, you are able to see my screen?
Yes.
This is a rectangle. So what are you trying to say?
Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Each angle of a rectangle.
All opposite sides are equal and parallel.
Yeah, each angle is 90 degrees. The diagonals are equal, but they do not meet.
They do not meet.
Like, okay, they do not meet each other at right angles.
Rose, they don't. A right angle, very good girl. So the diagonals are equal, but they do not meet at right angle. Thank you very much for at least remembering one. Another one you have not said is you have said they have two parallel lines. Is that correct?
Yes.
You have said it is 360. Diagonals are equal. You have said diagonals bisect each other, but not at right angle. That one you have said. Thank you very much, Rose. Who can pick parallelogram? Or a square. Let's go back to square. Somebody to pick a square. Somebody to pick square. Square. You can even read because it is there. You can read.
All sides are equal.
Yeah. You people don't want to talk.
Opposite sides are parallel. Each interior angle is a right angle. The interior angles total up to 360 degrees. Diagonals bisect each other at right angles.
Very good. So the diagonals bisect each other and they also at right angles. So those are the properties of a square. So if you know them, you don't know them, you write. So we have talked about square, we have talked about rectangle. Let's now go to parallelogram. Somebody to pick parallelogram. Parallelogram.
Opposite sides are
Parallelogram.
equal. Opposite sides
Somebody
are
just
equal
unmute and read, yes.
parallel.
Opposite sides are equal. And I want you to be able to see that. These ones, continue.
Opposite angles are equal. Diagonals.
So this angle and this angle and this angle and this angle are equal.
Diagonals bisect each other.
Okay, continue.
Diagonals are not equal.
The diagonals bisect each other, but they are not equal. Yes, you can be able to see. The diagonals are not equal, but they are bisect each other.
Adjacent angles are supplementary. They add up to 180 degrees.
Yes, adjacent angles are supplementary. So what we mean there is this angle and this angle add up to 180 degrees. That is for parallelogram. Please understand that. Understand it. I will post the chart, the recording, then you'll be able to see. I have somebody to pick rhombus. Somebody to pick rhombus.
All sides are equal.
All sides are equal.
Opposite sides are parallel. Opposite angles
are parallel.
Diagonals
opposite angles are equal. So make sure you know.
Degrees.
Diagonals bisect the interior angles.
The diagonals bisect the interior angles. That one is for the rhombus. So we have 5 quadrilaterals. So the last one is trapezium. Somebody to pick trapezium. Somebody to pick trapezium. Somebody to pick trapezium. Somebody to pick trapezium. Nobody can read. Trapezium is this one. Somebody to read.
The sum of the interior angles is 360 degrees. Has a pair of parallel lines which are not of the same height. Has a perpendicular height joining the 2 parallel lines.
Joining the 2 parallel lines. So that's what we call the quadrilateral. So when we come now to our question, so Sona, now can you now resume? We'll be alternating with you. Okay. So then now we come to our question. The question is just asking very simple question. A quadrilateral has the following properties. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite angles are equal. Diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. So which quadrilateral is described above? Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite angles are equal. Diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. Which one are we talking about? Which one are we talking about? Can unmute and talk, Paul Victor? Okay, somebody's lifting up his hand. Rose?
A square.
Why the answer is not a square? Somebody tell us why the answer is not a square. But thank you for trying. Somebody to tell us why is it that the answer is not a square? Why is it that the answer is not a square? Please try to answer that question. Why is it that the answer is not a square? Although the properties, they look like it is a square. The reason why it is not a square is because opposite angles are equal. The word opposite angles are equal is only in a rhombus. It is not in the square. Square, all angles are interior. All of them are the same. They are 90 degrees. All of them are right angles. So the reason why the answer was rhombus is because the word of opposite angles are equal. That one is only found in rhombus and a parallelogram. But now this one cannot be a parallelogram because diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. So that means they don't do what? That rule out parallelogram. So we remain with the rhombus. If you have understood that one, say yes in the chat. If you understood that one, say yes in the chat. Because we don't just move. We have to move when people are understanding exactly what we are talking about. You can even do 3 questions. And then we stop. I want to see SS in the chat. I'm the person not seeing. Have they come? Okay, so they are there. That's correct. Okay. So let's move to question number, is this 26? 26. Measurements cannot be used to draw a right angle triangle. Now, before we go to that, let's just go back to where we were. Then you get to understand what is a right angle triangle. So, Sonia, confirm my screen is visible. Is it visible?
Yes.
Very good. So, in a right angle triangle relationship, sometimes it's called Pythagoras theorem. Now, a right angle triangle has got three sides. It has got hypotenuse. This longer side is called hypotenuse. And then this one of the two shorter side, one is called base, one is called height. So the base one is the one that's down here. That's why we are talking about drawing the baseline. And then this is the height. So if this is the triangle, you are supposed to know what are these relationships that we have. Okay, so let's have where we were. I want to draw it so that you'll be able to see how we are explaining it. Somebody's talking. So if I have a right angle triangle, right angle triangle like this, I have said this side is called hypotenuse, this is called height, this is called base. So there is a relationship between these that was invented, I don't know if I use that word, by somebody called Pythagoras. And then this relationship was named after him, and we call it Pythagoras theorem, which states that hypotenuse squared is equivalent to height squared plus base squared. So if you want to get this side squared, then you square height and you square base. So let's now say here is 3, here is 4. So if I want here, it will be, somebody to tell us, it will be, I want here, this 3, 4, but I want here
9 and 16.
it will be, somebody to unmute.
9 plus 16.
Plus 16 gives me
25.
925. But I needed this. I needed only hypotenuse. What will I do?
Do the square root.
Because this is hypotenuse squared. So what do I do to do it? I get the square root. So if I want this one, it will be square root of 25 is how many? 5.
5.
So here will be 5. That's how we do that question. If you want this one squared, it will be the shorter sides, the first two. You square them, then you get the square root, then you'll find the hypotenuse. So if you get a question asking you which one of the following will not, you just take the first two. Can you read for me those choices, Sonia? Read for me the choices. Choices
0.5 centimeters, 1.2 centimeters, and 1.3 meters.
1.2, 1.3.
Yes.
Read for me choice. Let me admit somebody here first. Read for me choice. Why is this one not being admitted? Higher. It's okay. Read for me choice B now.
24 centimeters and 25 centimeters.
So how do I do that kind of a question if I get it in an exam? I square these ones, then I square also these ones. If I add this plus this and give me the square of this, then that is the answer. That one is a right angle triangle. Are you understanding what I'm saying? If you're understanding what I'm saying, can you say yes?
Yes.
That if you want to know whether choice A will make a right angle triangle, just square the first two, then square this one, check if the sum of the squares will give you the square of the third one. So let's start with this one. Can you square 0.5? What do you get? 0.5 times 0.5, what do you get? 0.5 times 0.5. What do you get?
You'll get 0.25. 0.25.
Yes. Then 1.4 times 1.4. 1.2 times 1.2. You'll get 1.44. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
And this is 9. This is 6. This is 1. Higher. Can you square 1.3? Just take 13 times 13. Then you put 2 decimal. So this one should give you 13 times 13. Then you put a decimal. 13 times 13 is what?
1.69.
1.69. 169, then you put 2 decimal places, you get 1.69. So you see now, the sum of this plus this give me this. So this is a right angle. Umeelewa? Umeelewa jinsi ya kufanya? Let's go to B. Let's go to B. B is 7, 24. So 7, 24, 25. Sonia, you are the person reading.
Yes, it was 7, 24, 25.
So 7 times 7 is?
49.
49. 24 times 24? 24 times 24? You're supposed to know the squares from 1 to 30. 576. So we get
507.
We get 625. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
25 times 25? 25 times 25?
625.
So this one is a right angle, true or false?
True.
True.
Is it a right angle? Yes. Let's now go to C. So now read for us C.
0.6 centimeters. 0.8 centimeters.
0.6 centimeters. 0.8 centimeters.
0.1 centimeters. 0.1 centimeters.
0.1 centimeters. Higher. Let's start. 6 times 6.
36.
So that one will be 0.36. Is that correct?
Yes.
For this.
Yes.
Now here, 0.8 times 0.8. 0.8 times 0.8. 0.64. Should give me, this one is 0, 0, is 1. Is that correct?
Yes.
0.1 times 0.1. 0.1 times 0.1.
1.
0.1 times 0.1 is 1. 0.1 times 0.1. That is 0.1.
It's equal to
0, 1.
0, 1.
So 1.00 and is equal to 0.01. True or false?
True.
That is true, surely.
Oh.
1.0 false. So this one is not a right angle triangle. That's how you do that kind of a question, so that you find which one is not giving you which. I am. Now, I want to give you some of the relationship. If I want hypotenuse, which is h, we have said is hypotenuse square is equivalent to b squared plus h squared. Have you understood that? Yeah?
Yes.
One person to say yes, yes.
Yes.
So anytime you are looking for hypotenuse, to get the square root. B squared. What about if I'm looking for b squared? B squared will be hypotenuse squared minus h squared. And then h squared is equivalent to hypotenuse squared minus base squared. So that's how you do. So you can be asked the height, you can be asked the base, and then you get the square root. So you get the square root of all these. So what we are trying to say is, what we are trying to say in that statement is, let me now summarize it by saying hypotenuse, the longer side. If you are asked the longer side, you say the square root, you get the square root of, you square base plus you square height. Write that formula. If you want the hypotenuse, unataka the longest side, umeuliza what is the hypotenuse? Just square base, square the height, get the square root. I hope you're understanding, eh? I hope you're understanding.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Now, what about if these people ask you the base? The base will be, now the hypotenuse, the longer side, the third side, eh? The hypotenuse, this one squared, hypotenuse squared minus height squared. If you square the hypotenuse, then square the height, then you get the square roots, you will get the base. That's the formula. The same applies to height. So if you want height, it will be, you square the hypotenuse, hypotenuse squared minus base squared. You'll be able to get the height. Those formulas are very, very important. Those three formulas. So write them. Now, there is something to help you, to guide you on what to get. We call them relationship. We call them what? We call them what?
Relationship.
So these things, these are the ones that we call them the base. Wanakuja wao ndio wako top. So we can build others from them. We can build others from them. Like the first one is 3, 4, 5. Now, when I have 3, 4, 5, I can build others. So that when you see, you can tell this is coming from 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, 5, we can build others. So you multiply by 2 all of them. So let's multiply by 2 all of them. The next one will be multiply by 2 all of them. Multiply by 2 will be. Somebody to unmute. 3 times 2 is what?
6.
6, 8, 10. Yeah, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So if I have 3, 4, 5, I can have 6, 8, 10. I can also have, let's see, those who have now understood, can also have, can you now multiply by 3, all of them? No, 6, 8, 10, deal. Multiply by 3 now, it will be 9, 16,
9,
12.
No,
12.
12,
15.
15. Sinivo. Another one,
Yeah.
multiply by 4,
12.
multiply by 4,
12.
12,
15.
20.
16,
20.
20. Yeah, so you can build you can build other relationship from there. So that's why we call them the standard relationship. Then there is also 5, 12, 13. Another standard relationship is 5, 12, 13. So 5, 12, 13 is another standard. So 5, 12, 13. Remember, you don't square the numbers. You multiply by 2. If you are multiplying by 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you don't square. If you square, it does not come. So let's see. 5, 12, 13. The next one can be from 5, 12, 13. The next one can be
10,
24. 31.
100.
no.
One person to say 10,
10,
24,
24,
26.
Very good. The third one can be
20,
20, clearly.
26.
You know, this is the one you are multiplying by 3 now. Can you multiply by 3? It will be 15, 36,
36.
39.
39.
Yes. So this, the top one, you don't multiply the down one, the top one are the one that you are multiplying by 3. And then by 4, by like that. The next relationship is 7, 24, 25. I hope you are writing them. 7, 24, 25 is the next relationship. So the rest you can build from there. Then there's another one, 8, 15, 17. The rest you can build from there. Then 9, 40, 41. The rest you can also build from there. The only thing you need to know is that the square of the first 2 numbers should give you the square of the third number. That's the rule. The square of the sum of the squares of the first 2 numbers is equivalent to the square of the third number. 3 times 3 plus 4 times 4 should give me 5 times 5. 5 times 5 plus 12 times 12 should give me 13 times 13. 12 times 12 plus 16 times 16 should give me 20 times 20. That is the main rule. If it doesn't give you, then that is not a right angle triangle. If you have understood right angle triangle, say yes in the chat. If you understood right angle triangle, say yes in the chat. How to do right angle triangles. I will still post for you the recording so that you go through them. Last time I posted, nobody watched. But please make sure you watch and then get to internalize what you have been taught so that you'll be able to write some short notes as you continue. Okay, so we are done with that question, Sonia. We move to question number. Question number? Okay. Question number 33. What is the difference between the largest and the smallest number that can be formed by the following digits? Now, what you need to know, and I'm repeating this so that you don't fail this question again. If you want to form the largest number starts with the largest digit. Please write if you don't know. That if you want to form the largest number from all the digits, if the largest number starts with the largest digit. So in our case here, the largest digit is what? It's 9. So you arrange from the largest to the smallest. So can you arrange and tell me which value do you have? Arrange these numbers from the largest to the smallest and tell me what value do you have? Arrange from the largest to the smallest. If I want to write the largest number, I arrange them from the largest to the smallest. Then I will have the largest number from the digits. Somebody tell me to read and mute and talk. Which number do you have now when you arrange them from the largest to the smallest?
97,432.
97,430. What? Where is 0? There's a 0 there.
9. 974,320.
974,320. Rose,
Yes.
you don't forget the zero because they have put it here. There. Zero is a number. Are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't leave it there. The next step, if you are asked to write the smallest number from the digit, arrange them from the smallest to the largest. So the largest number is the one that is supposed to be at the ones place value. But remember, wait first before you start arranging. Remember, we cannot start a number with zero. You cannot start 0, 2, 3, 4. So what do? If there is zero, like in our case, there is zero. First of all, write the smallest number that is there apart from zero. Then now you write zero. Like in this case, you write what? Let me present. This one is very important. Let me present. Shona, we are alternating with you. Okay. Now I'm saying, read for me the digits that we have there. 9. What are the digits that we have?
9.
They were there in the exam. 9.
9. 7.
7.
4.
4.
The way they are arranged, not the way you are arranging them. The way they are in the exam.
Oh.
9, 0, 7,
2,
3,
9,
and 4.
0, 7. 3.
Yes.
Then 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I am repeating this. And I want to repeat it for you to understand. For me to write the largest number, I start with the largest digit. So the largest digit there is 9, followed by 7, followed by 4, followed by 3, followed by 2, followed by 0. That is the largest number. Then I put commas. 974,320. Understood?
Yes.
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 I am. Now, smallest number, I said you write from the smallest to the largest. But there is, when there is 0, so here, the smallest number here before 0 is 2. Is that correct? I want you to understand this. Is it 2?
Yes.
Then, so you start with the 2, that 2 first, is when you write 0. So you don't start, a number cannot start with 0, because 0 is a digit. So you start with the smallest number before 0, then write that 0. It's when now you write 3, then write 4, then you write 7, then write 9. Understood? Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So that's how we do that kind of a question. Then you are asked the difference. So now you just subtract. So you subtract 974,320 minus 203,479. Are you done? Are you done? What is the answer? Subtract 974,320 minus 203,479. Can you subtract and get the answer? Are you okay? You've gotten your answer? Tell us the answer.
770, 841.
Thank you very much. Shall I repeat?
770,841.
Thank you. Sonia, now resume. We are going to number 34. 34. And I hope everybody has understood that question. I am. Kimani had 290 bags of rice and a 60-kilogram bag of sugar. He packed all the sugar into a half-kilogram packets and all rice into 3-kilogram packets. How many packets did you go together? Now, what you need to know here is that this 90 was 90-kilogram bags. I think you saw it. So 2 90-kilogram bags of rice. Can you multiply 2 times 90? What do you get? 2 times 90. What do you get?
180.
We have been told is dividing them into 3 for rice. So divide 180 by 3 kilogram. How many packets do you have? $180 divided by 3 kilogram packets. How many do you have?
60.
60.
So we have 60. We have a 60-kilogram bag of sugar. The sugar are being packed into a half kg. 1 kilogram has got 2 halves. So you multiply 60 by 2 to get the number of halves that are there. So 60 times 2?
120.
Then add 60. So you'll be having how many packets?
180.
180 packets. I hope you have understood. That one did not have anything to, just a matter of understanding that 1 kilogram has got 2 halves. So even quarters, 1 kilogram has got 4 quarters. So that's what you need to know there. So let's move to number 37. 37 is also construction. Now that I've now taught you about construction, I hope you are able to do number 37. So if you're able to do number 37 with the explanation of the number, was it number 20? I think now that one will be able to talk about, you'll be able to do it. Is there anybody who will not be able to do number 37 now? Now that we have already talked about question number 20, how to construct a triangle, then measuring, and also bisecting. Which type of triangle is this one? Somebody to say? Which type of triangle is that? Which type of triangle? Maxine?
SSS.
So this is SSS. Is there anybody who does not know how to do SSS? If you don't know, tell us, because we have already talked about it. If you don't know how to do a triangle called SSS, and mute and tell us. Okay, that silence means no. So Sonia, we go to the next question. That one now everybody will be able to do. The next question is question number 41. Is it 41? Supposed to be 41. I think so. Let me check. Is it 41, Sonia? Yeah, I know. Yeah, 41.
Yeah.
How did people feel this? That what is the total length of the wire used to make the skeleton? You know, these people are testing your ability. Do you know how many edges do we have in a rectangular prism? In the cuboid, how many edges do we have in a cuboid? How many edges? Somebody to unmute.
12.
A cuboid has got how many edges? Edges are 12, yes. So we have 12 edges, 8 vertices, 6 faces in a cuboid. So if you want to know, even in the desk that you are sitting in an exam, sometimes you just need to check things. In the table that you are sitting, or the desk where you are sitting, you will find that we have the 42. How many 42s are we going to have? How many 42s are we having? Can you label your table so you see we have 42, we have 13, we have 15. So how many 42s do you have in your table? How many are they? Hi, guys. How many 42s do you have? Check.
2.
Do you have a set there? No, they are not true. Do you have a set? Do you have a set?
4.
Or a book? Just
Yeah.
take a book. If this is a book, let's say this one is 42. We have this 42 here. Take a book or a set. Then there's another 42. There's another 42. There's another 42. True or false?
True.
Yes, we said we have 12 faces.
True.
So all of these ones, if you ask total length, you multiply each and every this one by 4. So you multiply 42 by 4, 13 by 4, 15 by 4, because they are 12. 12, this one will make 4, 4, 4. If you add 4 3 times, it is 12. True or false?
True.
Yeah. So now, can you multiply now the tell me the length? 42 times 4 plus 13 times 4 plus 15 times 4. And then you tell me. How many?
180 centimeters.
180 for everybody? 180 is not there.
280.
Oh, 280.
280.
Yeah. So, if 280, then that is the correct one. Some people are saying they can't join. Why? Higher. So let's move to the next question. I hope everybody has understood. Let me know to move to the next question if you have not understood. Is there somebody who has not understood the question?
I have a question on the same.
Ask.
Are we supposed to also do that in the same thing on volume?
I asked you a question. Sorry, I was calling. Somebody was calling me.
I was asking if you're supposed to do the same procedure when you're handling volume.
No, volume, no. You know, volume is the space occupied. You see, in exam, Rose, thank you for asking questions, because I like people asking questions. In an exam, you are supposed to make this when you are being taught. Is that correct? Making it so that people see you have the faces, the vertices, and all the rest. So what we are being asked here, if you are to make this thing, what is the total length of the wire that you'll be able to use? So we have said for the base, we are using 4 wires. For the height, 4 wires. For the length, not width, 4 wires. Are you okay? Then we make a cuboid. But once you have made a cuboid, when you're looking for the volume, no. Volume is length times width times height. So length will just be 42 times 13 times 15. That is for the volume. Understood?
Yes.
Yeah, volume you multiply. But if you have the total number of length, now because you are making, so you know which lengths you have. Thank you very much for asking that question. Another person, before we move to the next question. Okay. So, Shona, the next question is number 47, eh?
48.
Oh, 48. Let's move to 48. Unprepared juice in 3/4 liter container. She then emptied the juice into 60-liter bucket and found out that she needed 16 more 3/4 liter packets to fill the bucket. So how many 3/4 liter packets had she prepared? You guys, you need to understand the question. That is the most important thing. You need to know how to answer a question. We have said we have a 60-liter container. Let me present so that you understand. Not a window. A 60-liter container. That's the container that we are having. Now, if I have a 60-liter container, let me just do a container here. So let's say this container is 60-liter container. I'm filling it with a cup, which is 3/4 liter. 3/4 liter container. Meaning unachota unamwaga hivyo hivyo. 3-liter container. So we are being told this person prepared juice. 3/4. Then he poured, but after pouring, he realized that he needs 16 of this to fill the container. So, first of all, I have to know how many liters are 16. So, 16 of 3/4, we just multiply and then find this one is 4. So, 16 3/4 container is how many liters? 12 liters.
12 liters.
Have you understood? Have you understood
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah? Yes. So if this is 12 is what is remaining here. So how many liters have I already put here? So it will be 60. Is that correct? Minus 12. So that one gives me how many liters that I've already put? 60 minus 12, how many? 48.
48.
So I've already put 48 liters. So I'm being asked how many 3/4 liter container had already been prepared. So you just come here and say 48 divided by 3/4 so that I know how many packets I was having. So it becomes 48 times the reciprocal of 4/3. This is 1. This is 16. So 16 times 4 is how many?
64.
64. So how many 3/4 liter container have I prepared? I prepared 64 3/4 liter container so that I got 48 liters. So that's how you are supposed to do that kind of a question. Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? If you don't have, Sonia, resume presentation. Then we finish now. So which question are we now doing the last? Is it the last or the second last?
Last.
Last number?
$50.
Number 50. Network. So we are back. Okay. Expand. Expand it. Sonia, are you getting me? There's an aeroplane passing next to us. That's why the internet, aeroplanes, when they are passing, they pass with the internet. I don't know what the relationship between an aeroplane passing and the internet. But now it's back. I am. So the below reinforcements are a constituency in the first 6 months of the 2018. So we have this are rainfall. So in which month did the area receive the least amount of rainfall? Okay, you guys, you see, when you are asked least, it means that at least there was something. So how many people picked April? Say yes if you picked April. And that's why you failed it. Yeah. Amran, Michael, Rose, give us the reason why you are picking April. One of you. One person to speak.
It had no rainfall.
It had no rainfall. But the question was very specific. Which area, which month did the area receive the least? So the least mean that alipata, lakini alipata kidogo. So si akupata totally, lakini alipata kidogo. So the answer become which month? March. So March is the correct answer. I hope that is what they marked with. I don't know what they marked with, but that is the correct answer. Did they mark with March?
Yes.
Yes. Because March, they did not receive, they received little amount of rainfall, least. But April, they did not receive at all. So if you are asked which month did they not receive rainfall, then you will say April. But least, you go for March. Understood? Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So that marks the end of our mathematics discussion. And I hope you have understood everything that we have talked about. Anybody that question? Before we break, then we come back for Kiswahili. Any question? Okay, we don't have any question. So we are breaking. Please attend